Hello, everyone. Super excited to be here today and talk to you about Google Analytics and UTM Mediums. So let's get started. Okay, so here's the agenda for today. What is the medium dimension? And I'm going to share it with you in an easy, simple, and very straightforward way. Then, three ways we can use the medium dimension. And then finally, I will cover why using Medium is critical for your reporting and how you can do it super easily and effectively. So, the medium dimension is the most important dimension in Google Analytics. Why? Because it groups the traffic that is coming to your websites into main buckets or traffic types. And these are the organic traffic type, paid search, email, social media, and so on and so forth. And Google Analytics uses it in order to give you the friendly channels reports that you look at when you're trying to say, hey, what is my most important traffic type, right? And let me go here and have a look at your traffic types real quick by just looking at your default channel group, which kind of splits all the traffic that is coming into your website into organic search, direct, paid search, on-site, referral, etc. Right? It is great because Google presets all of your traffic and pre-groups it into these main buckets for you. So you don't really have to do anything, right? And that's what I call like high level, out of the box default channel grouping. This means that Google Analytics will try its best to evaluate the incoming traffic and then put it in all these main buckets. But because every company is different and it might have its own traffic types, Google Analytics also gives you a second level of customization. And that is the case when you would like to add your own channels. How does it work? So basically, if you have admin access, you can come into the admin area and you can look for data settings, and then you can click on your channel groups. Once you click on the channel groups, you're going to see here that you have the default channel group. That is what Google Analytics has set for you out of the box. So basically, ideally, you don't need to do anything. You just send traffic to your website and then you can easily and quickly have these reports. But if you have something which is very specific to your industry or your company, you can always customize your channel. So, for example, for my business, I have a review sites channel group, and this channel basically defines all of the traffic that comes from the review sites, including Capterra, SourceForge, GetUp, and G2, which are relevant to my business. And that is why I created this custom channel name. In the case of a pharma company, for example, pharma companies are using a lot of walled gardens, or they're using a lot of third-party providers such as WebMD or doctor journals or other sites and membership sites, right? So a very quick and easy way to centrally customize traffic and segment it would be to create a third-party vendor or similar naming for a custom channel like that and include all of the traffic that comes from these particular sites. Alternatively, if you are using a ESP provider, email service provider, that has particular name. So for example, Active Campaign or MailChimp, etc. You can say here, hey, any traffic that comes from MailChimp or Active Campaign or GetResponse or any other ESP, right? You can say automatically attributed to like my internal email. Also, you can use this opportunity here to fix some of the traffic coming from different devices. So for example, if your Twitter or X traffic is coming from desktop, but also from mobile phones, you might want to tweak a little bit what you're doing, because in the past, when you had mobile traffic coming into your website from Twitter, you will have a t.call traffic, and Google Analytics, to the best of its knowledge, would put it into a referral traffic, right? You can here kind of make all these little bits and changes, and it helps tremendously in making sure that at a central level, right, you automatically enable Google, knowing these little bits and details, to segment your traffic further down so that your reports are better quality reports, right? So once you're done with all of this, you're ready, set to go, because now Google's educated enough and it knows already what to do. And then there is the third level customization. This is like the campaign level customization. And this is relevant for all your custom marketing campaigns, whether you are promoting on LinkedIn or Facebook or doing display, etc. You need to prompt Google so that Google knows what is the medium for each one of your campaigns. This means that in every single campaign link, you need to identify the medium by using this code UTM_medium equals. And you can put here email, social, display, etc., etc. And that is critical, because if you do not define this, it is going to be difficult for Google Analytics to understand where this traffic came from and put it in the right buckets for you, right? And if this happens, there are multiple things that will happen that are not really, really very good, right? So absolutely must have. You have to do UTM_medium, and it has to be added to your campaign links. And then the second thing that you need to also watch out for is, if you are doing this, make sure that whatever medium name you use here, it is also present in Google Analytics. Because if it is not, Google Analytics will try to match it with what you have either in your channel list here, which is your custom channel, or in your default channel group. And if it's not there, it's going to be very confused, and it's going to give you either direct, it's going to put the traffic into direct, or it could put it into unassigned. And I'll show you right away what I mean by that. So here is my traffic, and I am going to do here source and medium so that I can show you. So I'm going to do session, source, and medium. And this is what you can see happening here. I have unassigned traffic. And this unassigned traffic generated 259 users. And it is a problem because, as you can see, average time spent is 21 minutes. Look at the performance of this channel. It's so much higher than the rest of the channels. And then there's a lot of events happening. And if I want to look even further and I want to see, hey, what are my conversions? You can see that this unassigned gave me 2 signups. Okay, so what is happening here? Because there is no medium identified and there is no source identified, Google doesn't know what to do. So it is putting all of this traffic into an assigned. Meanwhile, this could be traffic that you're paying for. This could be a LinkedIn paid campaign. This could be traffic that actually creates signups and creates money for your campaign. And there is no way for you to, kind of take credit for this just because there is no relevant medium information, or source information or more, right? So it is very important for us to make sure when we are doing our promotions, every single campaign link for our paid traffic, for our social media traffic, email traffic, etc., it has to have the medium there so that Google Analytics knows where to put it. Otherwise, we are going to lose credit. We're going to, at the end of the day, not know which was the successful campaign or the successful traffic type that generated a lot of value for us. And we're also losing understanding of key important data such as attitudinal data or behavioral data or engagement data that could help us further understand how our customers are responding to us and what their preferences are, etc. Right? So it is very important to make sure that this doesn't happen. Okay? So let me summarize again the 3 ways to use Medium. We have out of the box, where everything is preset at a very high level to the best of Google Analytics understanding. Then there is the option to customize your channels by kind of reconciling mobile traffic versus desktop traffic for particular kind of traffic types. Example that I used was Twitter traffic. Then you can create your own custom channels like the review sites channel that I created or additional third-party channels. You can do affiliates. You can enter here into your custom channels. You can create an affiliates channel type, right? And you can say, hey, everybody who is, and you can put the names, should be considered as my affiliate. And this customization allows Google to group all the traffic better and understand better how to segment it by your main bucket types that you use for your business. And the third level is the campaign level customization, where you need to put mediums, and that is why it is a required UTM value for all of your links so that you can have correct attribution of your traffic there. Okay, so just to cover again everything that I talked to you about today, medium, the most important dimension. It helps Google split your traffic into main traffic types. It has to be there for every single one of your traffic types so that Google knows how to attribute it correctly. It is important that whatever you put into your campaign links is also present either in your default channels or in your custom channel grouping so that Google knows about it and is able to group your traffic correctly. And at the end of the day, using Google and the medium value, you can see the very high level groupings of your digital marketing channels. This is the social, the SEO, influencer, video, etc. And this is done easily, quickly, and effectively. So with that, I will wave goodbye to you. I wanted to thank you for your time. Hopefully, this session has been useful for you. And now you know what Medium is, why it is so important, why we always need to make sure that our entire traffic has the medium identified, whether it's a custom campaign traffic or it's a higher level traffic, and why it is important for our reporting and making sure that we have awesome data. Thank you again. Have a wonderful weekend and